Hey guys, it's Corey. Finally getting around to doing the final video blog series on the scent control. Up here in Kentucky, doing it from the wonderful confines of my hotel room. But, you gotta do what you gotta do. We've got about, what, 3-4 days now before the season opener down in North Carolina. Wanted to get this out to you guys. So, got my computer pulled up here. I'm going to turn it to it. As you see, I got the computer on. I'm going to pull up Google Earth first. You might be able to see on here some of the different pins I dropped on here, just kind of stand locations. This area is where I'm going to be hunting on Saturday. Probably most likely this stand in the afternoon. I'm going to get back to that in a second. So basically, after you shower, you do the scent prevention steps for your clothes and all that, you got to hit the woods, and that's where the final piece of the whole scent control system, how you go, the process, that's where it comes about. This is where it is. This is the final piece of the puzzle. So for me, I don't change until I get to the parking lot area. That's when I change it to my camo. Then I spray down with scent away spray, spray myself, spray my stand, spray my gear, whatever goes in the woods gets sprayed. And before I leave, I spray fox urine, or mostly I've switched to raccoon urine, just because I hunt from trees mainly, and it made more sense. Hey, raccoons climb trees. But I spray that on the bottom of my boots, kind of another cover scent, walking in and whatnot. And I do use rubber boots. That's what I use. Also helps with the scent control. Anyway, so now I've got these stands pulled up, and this Oak Plateau one is where I'm probably going to hunt the afternoon on Saturday. And I've got this little short description about what I noticed there when I scouted it way back when. And it pretty much, this is kind of how the deer kind of responded with what I got here noted. So then I got down here a when to hunt section, and I've got it for afternoons and mornings. So these are the winds that best. So for afternoon, I've got a west wind coming in this way, a southwest wind, or a northwest wind, which is typically what we see in North Carolina in the fall. We usually have some direction from the west, that kind of wind. And the reason for this, I wanted my scent blowing away from the woods and where they're going to come from into the field. They're not going to be coming from that field, most likely. They might come from this side or shoot this inside corner. But I know from experience, the deer have come from this way or from over this way, or that kind of direction. They're going to be coming towards this field, staging in the woods. So I want my scent blowing away from there, kind of out into the field. So that's why I put those stands. So, one way you can get to that is I come here. I like AccuWeather sometimes. You can see the whole month kind of, hey, here's what we expect, and then these are the historical averages. So I go there for my temperatures, and so for Saturday I can click on here. And the wind they're calling for during the day, west-southwest, 5 to 10. At night, west-southwest, 2 to 4. Hey, that's going to be perfect for that stand. I'm most likely going to be there as long as I don't get rained out. Another good place I really like for the day of, not really looking for forecast, is the actual National Weather Service. So I come here on Saturday. It's showing me what the temperatures are. It doesn't give me the wind. That's why I like going to this for further out days. AccuWeather's better for that. But you get into the 2-3 day forecast, NOAA.gov is the place to go. Another good thing is on the AccuWeather, you can bring up for the month, hey, I want to go back and see what it was like last year. Last year on the opener, we had a 72 temperature. It was nice and cool that week. So you can kind of look at that. Doesn't give you the winds. There are some other places. Weather Underground has an almanac you can look at, that sort of thing. And actually you can come in here to the hourly weather graph. on NOAA.gov, and you can look at, hey, where the wind's going to be coming from, how fast it's going to be blowing. Good info to have. Really good info to have. So how do we use that? What I do is, so now I got to get in the stand. So for what I like to do is come in along this way, which works out good when I got that west, any kind of west wind, particularly a northwest wind. I walk down, I can walk in, and my scent is not blowing towards the bedding areas or anything like that. I just walk this field perimeter, bam. Now, if it was, a full south wind or even a southwest wind, it's not the best. You can get away with it, but mainly a west to northerly wind is where you want to hunt this. So coming in that way works good. For instance, let's do this stand. East wind, northeast wind for the evenings, and that's a hilltop stand in between two fields. And you kind of want to, with the east wind, you're going to be going this way. It's going to be best to come in along this side of the field. Your scent's going to be blowing that way. The deer have been coming from here. That's why I wanted to hunt an east wind. In the mornings, they're going to be going back this way. So you want that west wind. So you can walk along this. There's a creek here. Your scent's getting carried down that creek. Another thing to remember is how air thermals come into effect. I don't hunt. I like hunting bottoms, but they're really hard to hunt. Especially down in gullies or something like that, your scent's gonna pull there. Especially in the evenings. The best time to hunt a bottom area would be if you knew that you had a big bottom, river bottom area, not a lot of variance in hills or anything. You hunt that in the mornings, your scent's going to rise. Those thermals are going to rise, warm air rises, the air warms up, it rises. It's going to carry your scent with it. Same, on the flip side, in the evenings when air cools, your scent's going to go with it down. It sinks, cooler air sinks. So that's when, if you're hunting a ridge top and you're expecting the deer to come from the bottom, you're not in a good situation there. So you got to keep in mind the thermals and how air sinking and rising plays an effect. That's really about all I can think of right now. I think we got it covered pretty much. It's kind of the things I look for. Hopefully gives you some tips maybe you didn't know about, or just puts a little nugget in the back of your head. Thinks, maybe I should try this. I'm not having luck during the year right now. Let me give that a try. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the little mini blog series we had on scent control. I enjoyed putting it together, and I really hope you guys are able to use that info this fall and put down some deer, put some meat on the table, and maybe even a trophy or two on the wall. So with Inside Out Outdoors, this is Corey, and good luck.